So, as I said before, I'm gonna give y'all a speech about Martin Luther King Jr. How's everyone doing today?
Good.
Doing good, man. Thanks for asking.
All right. MLK was more than a leader. He was a dreamer who turned hope into a movement that changed America forever. For me, he's not just an abstract thought or something that you read out of a book. He's real, and you can feel him. Living in Atlanta, or living near Atlanta, I've been able to see his birth home and walk the similar streets that he walked and marched. And it allows for me to see his influence with other people and myself. And today I want to commemorate Dr. King not only for the history books, but for living and impacting courage and vision around the world. Dr. King's story begins in Atlanta. He was born in a modest house in a segregated city, but he rose to become one of the most powerful voices for justice the world has ever known. For me, knowing that he came from the same city I call home makes his story feel personal. Atlanta is not just the birthplace of civil rights, but it's also a reminder that change can start in the places we know best, with people who are willing to stand up. But what makes Dr. King truly remarkable was not just where he came from, but how he lived. He faced hatred, violence, prison cells, but he never gave up. He believed so deeply in the vision of equality that he risked everything to make it real. His marches, his speeches, his leadership showed the world that nonviolence was the answer. And his prevalence broke down legal walls of segregation and opened doors for many of us. For me personally, Dr. King's legacy carries a unique weight. Being a white man allows me to look into the Black experience and try to understand and try to make a unique vision for what they experience, as I generally can't understand what they went through. His message challenges me, and it makes all of us look at ourselves and look in the mirror and decide, what do I really want to be as a man? That simple but profound idea reshaped America and still calls us to live differently every day. Perhaps what makes King most unforgettable is his final words that still echo. On the night of his assassination, he delivered his famous mountaintop speech in Memphis. He said, "I've been to the mountaintop, I've seen over the hill, and I know what's to come." It's almost that he knew that his life would be taken soon, but he spoke with peace and certainty that the dream was bigger than himself, and you can see it today. It was, and it still echoes beyond. So the very next day he was gone, and yet his words remain with us while his body was struck down, and his vision lives on. His dream lives on, and his legacy lives on. Dr. Martin Luther King lived a life of courage, conviction, and compassion. His Atlanta roots remind me that great leaders come from ordinary beginnings, like myself, and his vision reminds us that equality is worth fighting for. His prevalence reminds us to never give up on the face of hardship, and his final words remind us though his journey ended soon, that his dream lives on beyond us. To congratulate Dr. King is not to give Dr. King his flowers, is to remember him not by what he did, but to continue what he did. A dream of justice, a dream of equality, a dream of hope, and a dream that is still waiting for us to bring fully to life today.